Have I got a week for you because I'm talking all week about effing up is a learning experience. I'm sorry, I cannot say the word. I mean, political correctness and search engines do not permit. But here's the deal. Basically, I took a couple of days off, which is very, very hard for me to do in my job as a registered dietitian at a hospital for psychiatric care because I have to see people in a timely fashion. But I did. I took a couple of days off, an R&R kind of thing. Went to Santa Barbara, which is a gorgeous beach town about 2 miles north of me. Not this way, but it's actually that way. And stayed at a beautiful bed and breakfast and had a lot of fun with my girlfriend Annalise. We met a long time ago at a marketing. We were both part of the same marketing group. We have the same last name, Place. So she, I think, texted me on Facebook and said we should meet. And we've been instant friends. We were instant friends. So I spent 2 days visiting her, relaxing, running around, drinking wine, having a lovely time, and talking a lot. So we're at breakfast at my lovely bed and breakfast. And we started talking, and basically, I said, effing up is the learning experience. And then I said, that's going to be my next blog. And so it is. And it's coming out on Thursday, so you can read it. But I'm going to talk about a bunch of things that I mentioned in the blog and also explaining that effing up is probably the best thing you can do for yourself. Number one, because you're doing something. You're doing something. You can't just sit around and do nothing. Even now during our pandemic, you can't just sit around and do nothing because really sitting around and doing nothing doesn't help anything. And actually, it probably hurts it. But you need to take action on stuff if you want good things to happen in your life. And then if you take action and you F up, consider it a learning experience. I call it the joy of effing up. The joy, because it is a joy because you learn so much from it if you are willing to take a step back and say to yourself, ooh, I really effed up. Well, that's number one. Number two, okay, what can I learn from this? What can I learn from this? And I'm really bad because I tend to obsess about my F-ups. I really do. As a matter of fact, it started, the earliest I can remember was when I ruined my red shoes that I got especially I actually got singing lessons from the time I was 8. I sang well, I guess, as a kid. So mom said, why don't you take singing lessons? Because she was tone deaf. So I did. I took from this gal, I cannot even remember her name, but her daughter was the original Gypsy Rose Lee as a child in the original Gypsy, which was kind of cool. Anyway, she taught singing and I had my first recital. My mother insists that I sang Golden Earrings. I insisted I sang something else. It was always a bone of contention with us. But what wasn't the bone of contention was I ruined these beautiful red shoes I got just for this recital. And then I tried to clean them later, which made them worse. So I obsessed about that forever, probably a year. So I'm really bad about effing up. But I've learned over the years that probably the best thing you can do is F up because number one, you've done something. You've done something. So it didn't work out. Or so you made a really big mistake. And I could sit here all day and talk to you about the ones that I've done, but I'm sure some will come to mind. But take those F ups and really find the joy in them. In other words, figure out what they've had to teach you. Perhaps it was just too soon to do it. Maybe you learned stuff from it. Maybe you embarked on a whole course of learning, so the next time you did it, you didn't f up. Oh well, you know what I mean. Maybe it was just some total mistake you made and you didn't know. I mean, oh, heaven knows I've made enough of those, especially being an entrepreneur. Yeah. And maybe it just was really you were in a bad place. It was a bad thing all around. You just went, eh. But you can learn from those experiences. And I'm going to talk more about that. So really get connected to the joy of effing up, because it is a joy, because you can learn from it. I'm going to talk more about when effing up is a learning experience tomorrow, but I really want you to get the mindset of, yes, I'm taking action. And if I take action, I'm going to make mistakes. We all do. Nobody's perfect. Okay? Okay, Dietitian Jill signing off. Have a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Nice day. It's beautiful here. Enjoy.